I yawned as soon as you did that. Hi.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast.
Apparently, I just want to yawn my head off today.
The
Mm.
afternoon, it's tired time.
It's 20 to 4. Anything after 3 o'clock, and that's it.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, Monday's been long days done after 4 p.m. Any 3 p.m. after any other day of the week. No go.
Yeah, don't contact me. I'm asleep.
Exactly, exactly. So
Someone
say,
yesterday,
sorry.
oh, sorry. Someone yesterday, they were like, where's my birthday on Thursday? They're like, but surely you're going to stay up late on your birthday. And I'm like, my birthday's a Thursday. I like my sleep. I don't want to feel like rubbish on Friday, and I'm working Friday. No, why would I go to bed any later? I like going to bed and not feeling like rubbish. Like, I'm happy to go to bed at 10 o'clock, maybe half 10 at a push. Like, I don't want to go to bed any later. It's not for me.
No, no, it's crazy, isn't it? Um,
Mm.
how
Even if it is
things
my
change.
birthday.
Oh, it's
But
your birthday on Thursday.
it is indeed.
Exciting.
No,
Anyway,
not
we'll
exciting.
catch up. Today's quote. So bad diets fail because quick fixes don't last. Sustainable change does.
Did you want to say that again?
Can you hear the dog?
No, I can see a tail though.
Bad diets fail because quick fixes don't last. Sustainable change does. That's our quote from today.
Yeah, I like this one. This is a really big topic,
Really?
and I feel like you've definitely got some pointers to go on this.
Yeah, I mean, I had literally had a conversation with someone earlier, which is why it kind of sparked up the interest in this. But they were saying to me like there's this new product out that burns visceral fat, and visceral fat is basically like the fat that's around your organs, around kind of like your middle area. Um, so I thought, you know what, I want to jump on a call with this person and just listen to what they say about this new product. I'm always very skeptical because I don't believe in that kind of stuff. But I was intrigued to hear what they had to say. So the first thing that was a red flag was the fact it's a pyramid scheme. So there's obviously
Mhm.
people trying to sell, etc. So the people at the top are obviously trying to make a lot of money from it. Um, the second one was that it's made from hops or something like that. I haven't got all the information about this because we kind of wanted to just speak about it today. Once we've got more information, we will come back and cover it again. But yeah, apparently it's made from hops or something like that. And apparently you kind of take it and it's almost like it's some kind of freezing or something. But apparently it literally like burns through your fat as you take the tablet. I
I just,
just yeah.
I don't get it. Wow, we nearly said the same thing then. Yeah, I just, I don't get how you can put all of this stuff into a tablet to do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you
Yeah.
think of things that, like, oh, forever ago, I took some like fat burners. Oh, they're fat burners. All they did was, yes, they elevated my heart rate. So obviously, if your heart rate's elevated, you're burning more calories, right? But they made me feel super hot, like because it was so, like it set off whatever reaction it set off really quickly, and then all I went and did was shit myself half the time, which that's a really nice way of putting it. But it just made me go to the toilet, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and you know what it's like when you have a bad stomach. Oh, you're like, oh my God, like however many days later, you're like, oh, that was quick weight loss.
Yeah.
And it is, but it's only for a certain amount of time. I'm not being funny. I do not want a bad stomach 24/7. Like that is not okay.
No, no. And that was the interesting thing was like this person that spoke to me and said that they were only been doing it for 3 weeks, which I always think is absolutely not a long enough time because the other factor was that they started to eat healthier. So how can you know within 3 weeks whether it's the fat burners or that are eating healthier. But also, what happens is if you do start to eat healthy and things like that, you'll often lose quite a bit of water rate at the beginning. So you'll lose water retention. So you'll feel less bloated. You might feel like the body fat has reduced. Um, so it's not a true reflection of what these tablets are doing, but it's so hard to explain to people that because they see the number on the scales go down, they feel less bloated, their tummy looks smaller, and it's like, oh my God, they're working.
Yeah. But actually, a lot, like you say, a lot of the time when you try something new or you think, oh, I'm going to be healthier, and you take those things, you actually, it's a knock-on effect, and you do all these other things that
Yeah.
do that too. And again, like not to demonize carbs, but a lot of people will go, well, I'll stop eating bread because probably they're taking these tablets or they're doing something new. Oh, I'll stop eating bread. So again, like you say, it's the water weight because they've stopped eating that much bread.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah, it's 100% not a true reflection of what the actual product is.
I suppose the
And
only
like,
way to, sorry, you go.
no, carry on.
I was just going to say the only way to really test it would be do not change anything. Like do exactly what you were doing before. Take that product. Is there actually a change there? Who knows?
Absolutely. That's the only way you're gonna figure out if it's that. It's like every like loads of people do things, different things, don't they? And then they change like 10 things and they're like, well, I don't know which one changed it. I'm like, no, change one thing at a time because you can see if that then impacts whatever it is you're trying to do. And that could be like, it doesn't have to be like health and fitness. That could be something in your day-to-day life that you do. But don't change everything all at once because you're never going to know exactly what it is that
Yeah,
helps.
yeah, exactly. I just worry about these things as well. Like, what side effects, what impact is that having on your health? Like, what's it doing? If it's saying it's burning through your fat, through the insides of your stomach, like, what's it doing? Do you know what I mean? That doesn't sound healthy.
Doesn't sound nice. Like, especially
No.
if you like move and you can eat really lovely foods and still get the same effect as what taking one of these tablets is. I would never pick a tablet or something like that over something that looks really nice to eat.
Mm,
Do you know what I mean? And like you say, like what impact's that going to have? Like, oh, just anything and everything. Your whole in how do you know what's in that tablet? Like,
yeah,
is it if it is? I don't know. I'm a bit funny with taking tablets. Like I'll take like some vitamins and stuff, but I make sure they're like decent vitamins. But like, yeah, stuff like that, I'm not sure.
but also long term as well. Like, so what happens? You take these tablets because you surely, from what I understand, they're quite expensive, these ones as well. So
Hmm.
you're not going to be able to do it forever. I mean, maybe you are, I don't know. But like, I suppose the aim of it is to take it for as long as you lose the amount of weight you want to lose. Then you stop taking it. Then what
And then
happens?
what, you go back to eating normally as they would before, whatever it was they were doing before, or however you know how to eat, and then it all comes back on
Yeah.
because you haven't actually taught yourself nutritional values or
Mm,
anything to do with nutrition. This is me surmising. You've probably just taken these tablets thinking, God, they work. That's cool. Don't need to think about anything else. I can eat what I want when I want, however much I want, and not
mm,
actually learn about what your body needs or should have and how much of it should have. So then when you stop taking the tablets, you'll then go back to doing what you were doing because that's all you know. And then you'll go, oh, well, now look, like the water loss isn't there because one, it depends on how it makes you lose water. Like, so that's not going to be as quick. And yeah, you you just put it all back on because you're eating whatever you were eating before.
yeah, exactly. And I think like we can appreciate that weight loss, fat loss, if that's your goal, is so difficult.
Oh,
Like,
it's so hard. Yeah.
yeah, like it wouldn't be such a, you know, a thing, a problem if it was easy because there's so much emotional attachment to it. There's, all different types of stuff. So I totally understand people wanting to get a quick fix and trying to find that solution that means you don't have to work on all that other stuff.
And if you
But
don't know, you don't know. I never used to know. I had
yeah,
no idea. That's why I took fat burners, and I had like raspberry, what are they called, raspberry ketones or whatever they were. I didn't even know what they did. In the end,
I remember that.
they all kept coming, like it just kept coming out my bank account every month. So I was like, oh my God, I don't know how to stop. I didn't even know how to stop like them sending them to me. That's how like naive to life I was. Like, but I
Yeah,
remember doing them thinking, like I said, the fat burners did what they did. I can't even remember what these other things did. I don't even think they did anything. Not that I could, no, I can't remember what. So it couldn't have been that good. Do you know what I mean? It was just like 100 quid coming out of my bank every month. And I was like, what the hell? Like, this is so expensive. This is ridiculous. Like, for
yeah,
what?
yeah. And that's the thing with fat loss, weight loss products. And that's why the weight loss industry is like $1 billion industry or whatever it is, because they don't actually want to teach you because they want you to keep coming back and using their products over and over again.
Mm,
Like Weight Watchers, Slimming World, all have their own products because it's like, yeah, use our products while you're on it. Then you'll go back to eating the way you did before afterwards, put all that weight back on. Oh, I know what worked. I'll go back to Weight Watchers, buy their products again, invest in that again. And it's just that yo-yo cycle. So a lot of these things like just want you to keep investing. So if you buy a fat burner and you start eating healthily and then you lose the weight and you stop having the fat burners, what are you going to do again? Go back and do the fat burners again. Oh, it worked last time. I'll eat healthier again. Just subconsciously, probably just start doing that. You'll lose the weight and then you'll put it all back on again. So it's just a way to keep getting money from you,
mm.
essentially.
And half these things, so like all the shakes and all the like, Oxford and Cambridge diet, whatever they're Oxford, I don't even think that's one, but Cambridge definitely is. I mean,
Oh,
I just made one of them up just because Oxford and Cambridge go together, right? And uh Herbalife, all the shakes, juice diets, blah blah blah. Like if you
mm,
actually went to somewhere like Home Bargains, you could buy exactly what they sell for like half the price.
what the actual product?
Yeah, like all the things that they have. So they'll have fat burners, they'll have, I don't actually know because I've never done it, but they'll have that, they'll have protein shakes, they'll have all of those
Yeah,
things. And you can
protein.
go and buy those things individually from Home Bargains or somewhere like that for like so much cheaper.
Mm,
And you're not going to learn anything anyway. You can still take all those things because I mean, I think they're a bit better now. I think there was a big thing, a big scandal on Herbalife and not teaching people like nutrition. But like you're going to learn as much as you do in those places just by going to buy them separately, if that makes any sense, because you're not really going to get all that nutrition advice, all that help. So
yeah,
you can go and do that for half the price and, you know, save yourself some money if you're going to do it. But you're not going to learn anything. And like you said, the whole point of all these, like, they don't teach you so you can go back to it.
no, exactly that. And even though it's a long term, it takes longer, it's more difficult, like actually investing, that's not a plug, but it is
Mm.
true, like actually investing in yourself and learning all those things, you're actually going to get so much more out of it. And like long term, you're actually going to be able to lose weight sustainably, keep it off, learn how to eat foods that taste good but still fuel you and keep you fuller for longer and all those kind of things. I don't want to like plug too much, but it's yeah,
And
you
enjoy
want to
it.
keep it off long term, yeah, and enjoy it and enjoy moderation in life. Like I was literally speaking to a woman earlier, and she was like, "Oh, I just have struggled with social events," and I was like, "Okay, so how often like are you having these social events?" "Oh, usually like once a week." I'm like, "Okay, so it's like a whole day, like an evening, like how long is this?" "Well, usually like one evening a week." "Okay, that's fine." And she's like, "Oh, can that still fit into my lifestyle then?" Absolutely. Like you can go out and have a meal out or a meal in, whatever you're doing, like, and that can still fit into your life. Like you don't have to cut those things out. And we literally laughed about it. And I was like, imagine if you just sat at home eating healthy food, never socializing, and just, but you were 100%, eating well. Your life is going to be shit. Who is going to, I'm sure there are some people out there that enjoy that, but majority of people are going to find that so boring. Like, sorry, I can't come out, can't do this, got to eat my protein and my vegetables. Like, you got to have that balance of kind of like gotten off track, but you know what I mean.
It is. It just goes back to your one where you were like, you're still gonna die.
Yeah, it's true.
Although, like, you've got to have fun and enjoy it as well, haven't you? But just like, I just don't think people should spend like millions of pennies and pounds on all these pills and stuff to get somewhere quicker when actually you could spend what you spend there and actually learn how to deal with things and like you say, learn more about your body and to actually have long term change. Like your health and fitness and all of that stuff should be exactly the same as like you do your washing every week, you do your cleaning every week, you do this every week. Do you know, it should be one of those things that just is something you do. It shouldn't be forced. It We should learn it from like being kids. And yes, we do PE
Mm,
lessons and stuff, but I think some of them probably could be traumatic for some people, especially if they don't like running around, or I don't know, when girls hit hormones and all of that, they probably don't want to do all of that stuff because you're learning other things. But like it needs to be something that they can't really do it in schools to like adapt it to people. But I don't know, like teaching people like, okay, if you're not feeling great today, maybe you should do 10 minutes of yoga. Oh,
mm,
okay. Not Yeah, if you feel like a bit stressed and you want to go and burn off some steam, yeah, go for a run. Or I don't know how to I don't know how to put it into words, but like we should be taught that it's the norm. Like that's why, like, if you've got kids, they see you working out, they just assume that's what you would do in a normal daily base, like daily basis, on a normal daily basis. My
I
math
know
and my
what you
brain.
mean.
Yeah. Like, whereas if they don't ever see you do stuff like that, they just don't think it's normal. It's like everyone's home lives are so different, aren't they? Like someone might come up to me and go, "Oh yeah, don't you do this?" And I'm like, "No, I've never been taught to do it like that. I do it like this."
Mm,
Like, and those traits they go through and they go through, don't they? So I think like learning about your nutrition and doing your workouts and stuff should just be a thing that people do. And then people wouldn't buy magic pills.
mm, yeah, I think that may one is probably a bit of a too big a tackle for us
Mm.
to. I would love to tackle that. I would love to. um, maybe one day. Maybe one day. But yeah, it's so true. Do you remember the detox teas and stuff that were a big fad at one point? They're in
Mm,
a Barrett and all that kind of stuff.
yeah. Yeah, anything someone can put their hands on. I mean, I suppose you can say the same for right this protein phase that everyone's going through, or shops are going through to make you buy it, right? Because sometimes when you look at the labels and you're like protein and you're like 1 gram and you're like, what the hell? This isn't protein. What? It's got an extra half a gram than your other thing has. Like, is that why it's now protein? Like, whatever sells, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's very true. Very, very true. Yeah, always check the protein because it might say high protein and it's actually not.
Absolutely. But then like you say, like a lot of these things work as well because you're in like an extreme calorie deficit. Any diet will work if you're in a calorie deficit, which is basically what a diet is, right?
Hmm.
Like the what is it? The 80/20. What is the diet where you do 3 days on 5-2 diet, where you have like 5 days of certain amount of calories and then 2 days of like really restrictive, or the other way around. I can't remember what it is. My mum used to do it. Um, but like it's things like that. It works, yes, because it's keeping you way under what you should be eating. But then again, once you come out of these diets, or you decide, oh, okay, you're going to get to the point where you can't do it anymore. It's going to be too much because the calorie restriction's so much.
Yeah.
So then you'll do exactly what you do on protein shakes and shakes and pills and stuff, and you'll go and binge on whatever it is you haven't been having because you're not enjoying it.
Mm, yeah. And you'll just
Like,
feel rubbish as well. You'll feel like you have no energy. You'll feel just
mm,
because the deficit is so low. And then, like you say, you'll just binge on stuff.
yeah, like every now and then I'll do a 6 week where I'm like, right, let's go. But I can only do it for 6 weeks. I can't sustain that forever. Like, yes, but I know what I'm doing.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I know I can do 6 weeks and then I'll just go back to eating how I was, but mine isn't like crazy, like cut out everything that I enjoy and then suddenly eat everything that I really, really like. Like, I will have bits in there that I still enjoy, but I
Yeah.
still couldn't do that because the calorie restrictions more than what it would normally be. I couldn't sustain that for more than like 6 weeks and I wouldn't want to.
Mm. Yeah. Before, when I was getting married last year, I was so conscious because I didn't have my dress with me, so I was like, I need to stay and be able to fit into this dress. So I literally just cut out like the peanut butter I had in the morning, halved it. Just little things like that. Chia seeds,
Mm.
halved them. Like had half the amount of oats that I'd usually have, or three-quarters of the amount, or whatever. Just really little things like that. I just reduced a tiny bit, and it's amazing how much those little changes can add up. And like you say, it's not sustainable for a really long time, but like over a few weeks, if you're just cutting down by a little bit, 200-300 calories or something a day, you can still see results. You're not going to be too overly hungry. You're still in a deficit, so it works. But yeah, you don't need to be in like 1,000 calorie deficit per day. No
No,
thanks.
nah, absolutely not. Like you say, it doesn't work. And like I think like also doing like going back to the one where you're like long term health risks or whatever, like if you're just taking these pills, you're not getting all the nutrients you need. You're gonna get injured more because your body's not got all the things it needs in it. Like, and being injured and like you say, feeling fatigued and all of this, that is not making you feel good. So yes, you might be losing numbers on the scales, but do you actually feel good?
Do you know, it's interesting because I went to see an osteo and he said that someone came in and they had, I mentioned this before, and
Yeah.
basically, I did, yeah.
I don't
Did I
know if you
mention the
mentioned
last
it to
podcast?
me or the podcast. I'm not sure, but
Oh
roll with
no,
it.
we'll say it again. Yeah, and they were like struggling with pains, aches everywhere. Literally, he said he looked at him and his face was just like grey. Anyway, like he muscle tested all of their body parts, and all of them were pretty low, like quite below average. And he said that's unusual because usually if you've got an injury in a specific place, it just shows up as like, you know, your arm or your hip or your leg or whatever. That's lower than average, but it was everywhere. And then once he was speaking to him, he realised that his PT had put him on a really, really low calorie diet. And that had literally caused the strength in all the muscles, everything to just be so low, feel so fatigued, feel just horrendous. As soon as he started eating more again, all of that went away. The muscle scores went back up and everything. I think I may have mentioned it in the last podcast, but you heard it here again. um,
Yeah,
it's
is
just
that
so
bad?
interesting, isn't it? I just that's just what it could do to you to not feel your body enough.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember someone texting me once as well, and they said, "Oh, my friend is like, she was running like 5 to 8K a day, and she was literally eating 800 calories a day." And I literally text them saying, you need to tell your friend to up that. If she's running 5 to 8K a day, like she, what on earth is happening? And they were like, yeah, she's like not really got any energy. It's really hard for her. Like she's struggling. Like, and I'm no wonder. And her PT had put her on 800 calories. I was like, that is not a good PT because you were just making that person ill. We're supposed to be enhancing your life. We're supposed to be making you feel better, learn,
Yeah,
teach you and all of this stuff. And all you're doing is teaching them to restrict and that you're going to feel shit all the time. Like, what are you paying for?
yeah, no,
That's
that's
like, oh, we're here to make your bodies work better, not to do the opposite. Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just crazy, absolutely crazy. Like what people end up doing. Like, um, yeah, and it's just gonna like all stuff like that and all these pills and stuff. They're just gonna lead to like um a negative relationship with food at the end of the day, aren't they? Because then they're going to demonize food, like, oh, I put weight on when I eat food,
yeah, yeah,
and
very true.
and that, and then or you'll feel guilty because your weight's gone up and stuff. But we're not defined by our weight. It does it, you know. But yeah, it's so difficult for people to not understand, but to get across the fact that these pills are just people putting money in their pockets basically, and you could do it in a lot better way for your body if that all that money you invested there, go and invest in a PT or someone to help you, or just a nutritionist, or just get a
Yeah,
coach like guide you through, even if it's like a couple of months, so you just understand the basics and then you can go off and use that rather than having to take pills.
definitely, definitely. And like you were saying, you know, they're in those pills as well, they're like unregulated a lot of the times. So they can have harmful ingredients in them. Like you said with that one you were taking, your heart rate's elevated. Like, is that good for your heart? Like long term taking that, is that going to give you heart problems and stuff? Like that's terrifying. Like
Mm.
terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows? I mean, like I said, I was young and I
Oh
just was
yeah,
like, "Hmm." But absolutely it could do. 100%.
definitely. Yeah. So I suppose like to summarize really, the quick fixes are definitely not better in long term change. You can get nutrient deficiencies by having these products and not actually eating well. Remember, water weight and fat loss are different. Like you might see the number on the scales go down, but if you've started to like lose water weight and go to the toilet a lot, like you were saying, or things like that, the number on the scales will go down, but it's not because you're like pooing out fat, it's because you're pooing out water essentially. So that's
Yeah.
what that's going to be. You can also lose muscle as well. Actually, if you're losing fat quite quickly, if you are in a huge deficit and just living off shakes or pills, whatever it is, you can start to lose muscle, which is not good for you, which is going to slow down your
Mm.
metabolism and stuff.
And then you're not going to be able to lift yourself up and all this stuff. You know, that little frail
Yeah.
old man or lady in the corner that can't do anything?
Mm,
You.
yeah, yeah. It's going to have that yo-yo effect. Um, they literally offer false promises. It's yeah, it's not good. Unregulated ingredients, like we said, no focus on lifestyle changes, emotional impacts, like you were saying, negative relationship with food. Um, so yeah, realistically, it's not a good way to go.
No, absolutely not. If you think if you're reaching for those tablets on that shelf, just have a little think and go, do I actually need these, or could I make some changes in my life somewhere that would, what's the word, get me towards my goals?
Mm-hmm. And honestly, when we sign people up to the coaching and you ask people, what have you tried before? Probably 90% of people have said Weight Watchers, Slimming World, Cambridge diet, no carbs, some kind of like fat burner or something. Or like literally probably 90-95% of people have all done that
Oh
endless
my
time.
God. Yeah, I have so many clients that are like, oh, I did Slimming World, and guess what? I can eat as much pasta as I want. And I'm like, sorry? Like, what? What do you mean you can eat as much pasta as you want? Oh, it's free, isn't it? I mean, what do you mean it's free? What, it's got no calories in? They're like, wow, apparently. And I'm like, oh my good God. And then like you get sins for different foods. So then again, that's also bringing you, that's putting, oh no, that, my mouth and my brain. You have then got a bad relationship with food because you think some food's bad, some it's good. Like, so you're less likely to
Mm,
eat bad, what they call bad food, when actually there is no bad food. You just need to moderate what you're eating. Like, so they're not only like teaching you shouldn't be eating certain things, they're then putting a negative effect on it by naming these foods or sinning these foods. And then other foods you can just have for free. And guess what? They tell you to have as much pasta as you want because you're probably going to put on more weight, water weight, and all of this, and you're going to overeat on your calories because it's easy to do that. So you'll just keep going back each week because it's not sustainable. They want you to do good, but they don't because they want you to keep coming.
makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Who knows?
But
I
if
don't
you
know
have a
where.
banana, that's a sin because it's got sugar in. Fuck. It's fruit.
It'd be different if we're eating like 20 to 50 bananas a day, you know, like maybe we don't want to be doing that. Maybe we're having a
Definitely
banana
not.
or two a day,
You'll
you're
die
gonna
of
be fine.
potassium poisoning.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, like just the whole thing annoys me because it's not teaching people what you should, well, not what you should be having, but better things to have.
Yeah,
And I'm
agree.
sure if like Weight Watchers and that do the same and they've got their meals, I bet their meals are fine and you can eat all of them and they've probably got all these things in it. But if you have a normal banana or if you have a normal thingy, it'll probably be like, no, you can't have that. There's too much sugar in that. But a Weight Watchers one, not that they do their own bananas, but you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you can have that. It's no problem.
Hmm. Exactly. Exactly that.
It's just ridiculous.
It is. It is. Right. Well, I think we've come to a natural end.
I ended that conversation. Boom. If you do have any questions or anything you want us to cover in future podcasts, then either if you follow us on Instagram, then message one of us. If you don't, then email us at contactempoweryouFitness@gmail.com and we will read your emails and go through whatever it is that you've asked us to.
We will indeed. Thanks so much for joining us today, and we'll be back soon.
Absolutely. Goodbye for now. I
Bye.
waved now. I don't know why I waved.